So I was just watching the video back that I just did this morning where the church bell was going off synced, and it was going off right when I get to the corner of the place where I'm going, and it was 5 minutes early. It's usually like 1 minute early when I hear the church, like the clock church bell. But it was 5 minutes early this morning, and it was right at the corner of the place where I was going to. It was when the church bell was going off to tell the time. But I was watching that video back, and right when the last church bell goes, like it's doing the countdown, it counts up to 9, and then right on the ninth ring, the last ring of the church bell, my refrigerator turned off. Like they just always sync up things when I'm watching videos back. Like yesterday I was watching one of my videos, and right when I walk up to the intersection on the video, I hear a sound outside my window. I don't remember what it was. But they're just always doing this when I watch my videos back. They'll sync up things, synced up with the video. And then last night again, like every night, they're syncing up sounds with gang stalkers in my dreams and walking up to intersections in my dreams and stuff. They'll sync up sounds in the real world outside my window, synced up with me seeing gang stalkers or walking up to intersections in my dreams. My refrigerator just turned on. It was probably synced up with me talking or something. They just keep syncing. They just can't stop. And then I don't know what's going on with my dreams. Is it actual gang stalkers in my dreams? Are they sending gang stalkers into my dreams? Are they projecting things in my dreams? Are people entering into my dreams like Inception? What's going on with my dreams? I don't know, but I see gang stalkers all throughout my dreams, like in real life. Like it's not like it's like unpredictable like it is in real life. Like I don't just see white SUVs and stuff. Like I see things like I swear it's just like it is in real life when I see gang stalkers in my dreams. Like I just don't know what's gonna happen next. And then they'll sync up sounds outside with the gang stalkers in my dreams. On top of that, every night. And then, like that video yesterday, they were fucking with my connection again. They did it on the video a few days ago too. On that one, it was right when I got to the intersection, and then right when I got across the street, the connection came back. And then on the one yesterday, it went out when I got across the street. And then it went out again, like at the end of that video, like when I was checking out in Walgreens. It went out again. But it didn't go all the way out that time. It was still recorded, but it was all laggy though. But they just keep messing with my connection at synced moments. And like when I'm not recording too, they keep like messing with my connection at synced moments. They just sync way too many things, man. And then I was gonna say too, when I was riding with my grandma yesterday in her white SUV, um, every time she's always like pointing synced. When I get a ride from her, she's always pointing synced and like doing synced conversation, directed conversations, and just like synced talking, you know, and like doing all these synced things, scratching her head synced and whatever. Just doing synced things the whole time. And then one time we went somewhere, I was getting back in her car and she hits the car alarm button right when I put my hand on the door handle. Just always doing sync things every time. And then her dogs are always doing sync things. And my grandpa's always doing sync things too. And like, I don't know who in my family is not doing sync things, but a lot of people in my family are doing sync things. And gaslighting me. And acting like they're not doing sync things. But they are doing sync things. All the time. Every time. Every time. Every time. It's like they do sync things. I'm like, hey, you're doing sync things. They're like, I'm not doing sync things. And then they do sync things. Again. And then I'm like, hey, you're still doing sync things. And they're like, shut up, I'm not doing sync things. And then they do a sync thing. I'm like, hey, you're still doing sync things. No matter how much you say you're not, you are. You keep doing sync things. You just keep doing sync things. And who's doing sync things out here right now? Anybody doing sync things? I don't see the sync things. Do a sync thing. You're slacking. I don't see a sync thing yet. I think I see him in the distance, but it's foggy out there though, so I barely saw it. I think they were doing a sync thing over there. I saw 2 white cars, I'm pretty sure. But it's foggy though, so I can't tell. But yeah, every time I go over to my grandma's house, her dogs are always doing sync things. They're always barking synced, and then like coming in the room synced, and just like walking around corners of walls synced and stuff. Like I said, her dog's name is Daisy, and it came up and barked at me. This was the part of the story that I forgot to leave out. It was barking at me. So it came up and barked at me. Her name is Daisy, and this ad comes on the TV for Daisy sour cream. And she barks at me. She just walks up, barks at me right at the moment that the ad starts, and then she like jumps up on the couch and barks at me again right when the ad is ending. And her name is Daisy. And that actually happened. It just did happen. They're always barking synced. And then, like I said, every time I see or hear a dog, it's barking synced. And like that one video the other night, I walk up to this house and this dog runs out on the driveway right as I walk up to the driveway. It runs up to me, and this gang stalker car that was meeting me at the intersection is coming up, turning behind me, and it pulls into that driveway where the dog ran up. And then the dog barks synced behind me or whatever. Every time I see or hear a dog, 99% of the time it's synced. And it's taking a piss next to me synced or whatever. Here comes a white truck. Is he gonna sync? He's syncing with another truck. He synced. There went a sync. I saw it. It was synced. Someone was tapping on the walls right now. They're going. You just did that right when I sat down. And then, I keep applying for jobs. Like this one that I applied for, it says that they're hiring online, but then I go there and they're like, yeah, we're full right now, so we'll call you if we need somebody. But it said they were hiring online though. Just seems like people are playing games with like every place that I apply. They're just like, we'll call you back, or we'll call you if we need somebody, or, Seems like everybody's playing games. Like everybody in town. Everybody's playing the sync game. There's something else I was probably gonna talk about, but I don't know, but I don't know, man. There's just a million things per day. That's another reason I like to record, is just like I forget things. So I can look back at the video and be like, oh yeah, that happened too. I forgot. And I don't see any sync things right now. They didn't have the sync thing popping off when I walked up to the window this time. But here comes the red car. Is he a sink thing? I don't know. This machine just turned off when I leaned forward outside. That's a sinker. There's a cop right now. What's he gonna do? Sink? I saw another car. He's probably sinking with that other car, but I didn't see the sink. Oh, he's coming around the other way. I don't know. There's all these cars in the distance. I can't really see them though, and what colors they are and stuff, because it's too foggy. So if you're gonna do some sinks, do them close to me, because I can't see them over there, Skynet. There's a white truck closer to me. Is he gonna sink? I don't know. I don't know who's unsynced except me. I know that I'm unsynced. So that's good. It sucks being synced on all the time, but at least I'm unsynced. So I'm happy about that. That somehow I ended up being one of the only people out here that's unsynced. I'm very happy about that. And I'm going to leave it on that, on a positive note. I am unsynced. Thank God.